be the third of a trilogy, which is yes. And this also has a weak counter. In this there's new features like air boost powers, which can access new shortcuts that you otherwise couldn't. I also played this real-time runs and done quite a few categories on this one. The already just recently mounted the all wings and 100% for anyone that's interested. And Allegro is here to do his best to commentate.
Yep. Yeah. I am here once again to help commentate. Though the previous two games I have a lot more experience with. Colors DS, not as much, but we're gonna try and lead y'all through Colors DS experience here. So yeah, you want to go ahead and get that timer going?
Yeah. Then we go to play game, and we go to level select.
Yep.
And here we're going to be using the infinite boost, which is a consequence of getting every red ring in the game. So without further ado, I'll start. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yep. Alrighty. So Tropical Resort. Normally in the any percent run, SB would not have boost for this stage like at all. So this is one positive of doing the all levels category here. But in terms of mechanics for this game, they're obviously the wisps, which give Sonic various different powers. The kind of the gray wisp and whatnot give Sonic more boost. Unfortunately, the trick system is absent in this game, so the only way of getting more boost normally is just gathering more of the gray wisps. But again, SB actually has the infinite boost because of getting all the red rings. So
yeah, the first wisp I used here was Red Burst. And it'll be especially useful here in the last section. It will help you skip a loop.
Yep.
And you unlock it when you go to Sweet Mountain.
Yeah, no, the Burst Wisp being exclusive to this game, and actually Sonic Generations 3DS, which this stage actually comes back into play. One of the major changes for this title in terms of mechanics is being able to boost in midair, which surprisingly was not a mechanic.
Yeah, I fell down. This is why I use burst. This is why I use burst again to skip right into this. Eggman carrier barrier shoots me up at speed through the barrier and into the goal.
Yep. So normally, you have to go through 2 acts and then a boss. And in this case, this boss right here, it's most of the bosses in this game are absolute pushovers compared to Rush and Rush Adventure, which in Colors DS they just take no time to defeat.
Yeah, I missed that hit earlier.
Yeah, SB unfortunately missed one hit to make that fight go well under the 20-second mark, but that's okay. So when you're having to do the all levels category, you have to do these additional missions. There are 3 per each zone. They all have like different requirements. In this case, this first one is to collect as many wisps as possible from either capsules or from enemies. Which Burst Wisp just absolutely clears out enemies.
It destroys everything.
But yeah, this second mission here is basically a race against the clock, which is just try and get as many of the time capsules, which add more time to your clock. SB's not going to have much. He's not going to have any trouble here beating the clock, though. Though they give you very little time to start with.
Maybe. Here's why you bust again.
And here's why you bust again.
Yep. And yeah, it's basically a carbon copy of Act 2. So Act 3, or the third mission, rather, SB just has to collect 250 rings. But rings are really well laid out here, so it's really easy and quick to get as many of these rings as possible.
And also, Sweet Mountain is where you normally
this is where you would normally unlock the boss with some 80%.
Yep.
Now I'm going to go for a little time saver. Yeah, got it. And as we take without void.
And as we take the top route without void.
Which is not unlocked until you go to Asteroid.
Which is not unlocked until you go to Asteroid.
Sick damage boost. So, yeah. Sweet Mountain, you're going to be seeing a lot of the stomp ability in action. And yeah, SB is going to be stomping through to basically avoid a whole chain of springs. You see that a lot throughout the game.
Now to Act 2.
So yeah, in Act 2, SB is going to be definitely... Towards the end there is going to be bouncing off a hot dog, and that's like not a joke.
There's no way of skipping.
There's no way of skipping that one.
Yeah, it has to be like in the previous Rush games. SB wants to kind of quickly turn around, win on walls, and then just kind of do a boost jump certain parts and take these kind of normally hard to reach top paths.
You can get the shortcut, but it's a very tough shortcut to make when you just jump right straight
to the top.
Yep. So yeah, free fall section is unfortunately unavoidable. But yeah, get to at least bounce on the hot dog.
The boss.
Onto the boss.
Yeah, so Sweet Mountain boss, SB can take really quick work out of this. Basically want to be bouncing back these goons back at, I forget what this boss is actually supposed to be called, but
Captain Jelly.
Captain Jelly. Captain Jelly. I couldn't think of the name, but wants to get 2 really good burst whiffs on them, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, on to the missions of Sweet Mountain. Act 1, or Mission 1 rather, is just defeat 20 enemies. So again, burst whiffs can take really quick work of this with the explosion radius. And yeah, Act 2 is yet another kind of wisp collection mission. Pretty much all of these stages have really different requirements. Some of them have like, oh, find all the checkpoints, or you have to collect so many rings, or you have to beat the clock. Though I think you have to do the beat the clock one for every single zone, if I recall correctly.
You can go along the bottom.
You can go along the bottom route, which is faster, but yeah, it's a bit risky.
Then you just want to fly to the side.
Then you just want to fly to the other side.
Carnival.
Now to Starlight Carnival.
Yeah. So yeah, Starlight Carnival is going to be the introduction of the laser wisp, at least in all levels. There's also going to be these kind of weird boosters where you basically have to charge up by mashing. Not too much to talk about on this stage. It's just a lot of rails, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a shortcut.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a shortcut here.
Makes it easy. I'm gonna do another shortcut here.
I'm gonna do another shortcut
IL.
here. This is just my ILs.
Yeah, got it.
Yep, got it.
Yeah, there's some really precise spots that you want to be doing the doing laser shots.
Yeah.
Yeah. 107. Very fast.
Yeah. You can skip that whole rocket by just storing a laser from earlier and just really go to town there. So in this stage, or this act, SB is definitely going to be going for a auto scroller skip. Ooh, that was unfortunate timing there.
Yeah.
That boost.
I didn't get enough height.
Yeah. I didn't get enough height to get onto the rail, so yeah, I wanted to get it.
Yeah. So SB wants to kind of drop off that arrow there for that one and just kind of boost across, since it's a lot faster than just having to ride it completely all the way out. The next one, he will be riding it all the way out. Well, pretty much. So SB is going to be going for a basically a auto scroller skip, which he successfully did right there. You might not have noticed it, but basically air boost is one of the few times that, well, not one of the few, but it's definitely a really convenient time to have the air boosting. So yeah, this one we have the use of the rocket wisp against this boss. Going to be bouncing back those barrels, and if he does it correctly, you can get a good rocket. You can be able to land the last few hits on the ship. So yeah, on this stage, it's going to be just collecting as many rings as possible.
Yeah, I missed the upper route.
Yeah, I missed the upper route.
That's unfortunate.
Mission 2.
So mission 2 is just going to be more enemy slaying. So if I recall correctly, there's only so many enemies you have to have killed all the enemies in this stage. So right here, SB is going to be taking care of a few of these top. It's just going to be... you can take a path where you just basically kill off as many enemies by going backwards a little bit, but SB has a different route to take.
Right now, this is the introduction of a drill
This is the introduction of a drill wisp.
Oh boy, oh man, drill wisp is interesting. You really want to avoid bonking as much as possible in these stages.
Yeah,
I fell down.
Yeah, it's really tricky to control drill wisp through these stages.
Yeah, I missed it.
Yeah, I missed it.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, if you time that correctly, then an easy skip over the loop. Oh, that was interesting. But yeah, drill wisp definitely. Once he gets to the missions, though, he wants to take advantage of bonking in certain situations, so he can get a bit of a misdirection into a direction that he wants to be heading in. So, not all too useful in the main two acts.
Yeah, this one was a pretty slow run. You
run.
ideally want like just below 130 or 120.
Below 130 or 125.
Now to Act slightly easier than shorter than the Act 1.
easier than shorter than the Act 1.
Oh yeah, Act 2 is definitely has a very interesting ending.
Big machine.
Big machine.
Yeah, big grindy machine that wants to just absolutely crush you. If you bonk in absolute worst spot, oh boy. Gotta say, I really love the drill wisp music. It's like it's absolute headbanger.
Yeah, definitely has a lot of beats.
Yeah, definitely has a lot of beats.
To the boss. Drillinator.
To the boss time.
Fellow player Diamond has found ways
does this in his Colors the Ice run, and it actually allows you to beat the boss in 9 seconds.
Yeah, it's a really precise, quick kill, but It's really difficult to try and get.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's difficult.
It's still a good fight overall.
Yeah, 24 is alright.
Yeah, 24 is alright.
Now on to mission 1. Collect
Now
ring.
on to mission 1, collect 200 rings.
Yeah, you have to avoid the spikes, otherwise your ring
Yeah,
will
you have to
reset
avoid the
to
spikes,
0.
otherwise your ring will reset to 0.
Oh yeah. And generally in this mission, it's actually, like I mentioned earlier, it is actually pretty useful to just bounce back against the walls to get a good direction you want to be heading in. And this is probably one of the that was probably one of the shortest levels in the game.
Definitely. Less than...
Yeah, definitely. Less than 10-6.
It's absolutely crazy how fast you can do that stage. It's just because all the wisps were just all in a straight line almost. So this one, SB's actually having to look for specific checkpoints, basically flags that he needs to collect, and that'll be the end of the stage essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a very good split.
Yeah,
1 of 3 remaining.
This is a very good split. 1 of 3 remaining.
Yep.
I don't know why I just did.
Yeah, I don't
But
know
yeah,
why I just
now time to
exited.
Aquarium.
But yeah, now time for Aquarium Park.
Yep. This is a very chill stage to listen to the music to, but it's still, it's a Sonic Rush style gameplay, so always gotta be on your toes. And Laser is going to be returning here. And SB is going to be trying to use it in specific spots to get him to launch himself up to specific paths.
Yeah, use it here. This is a shortcut.
This is a shortcut.
Over here. I don't know.
Over here. I don't know.
Chance so I can drill.
Specific time so I can get drilled.
Like this.
Like this.
And laser straight after.
Then laser straight after.
Yep.
Got the air boost.
Got the air boost.
113. Great time.
113. Great time.
That's a really solid time there.
Now to Act 2. This one incorporates
a specific laser angle.
which is used in speedruns.
Which is used in the speedruns. And in the current IO record.
Towards the end of the stage here, SB is going to be have to go down another auto scroller where you have to take a specific, not a specific path, but kind of a weird pickup path kind of situation. But you always just left side and just basically ride the current out.
Now to the old.
Now to the old scroller.
And it's faster to take hidden.
And it's faster to take hits
Switching
here
is
than switching
very-
lane because switching is very slow. .14, not bad.
Now to Admiral Jelly. With the
Now to
infinite
Admiral
boost,
Jelly.
there's a
And with the
way
infinite boost, there's
to
a
defeat the boss
way
very
to-
quick.
To defeat the boss very quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah, SB's mainly trying to influence, basically, send the seesaw stage up and really boost up to the Captain Jelly. It's definitely one of the longer fights in the game, but
Yeah.
aside from Negative Armor Wisp and the true final boss. But yeah, we're back to another kill all the enemies stage. I think this is one of the longer ones. Thankfully, this one gives you some actual wiggle room, if I recall correctly.
Now to mission 2, which is without points.
Without points. And you have to get timers.
Then dash them down so I get
Then dash them down so I get laser.
Yep.
It won't jump straight into the middle one.
It won't jump straight into the middle one for some reason.
Oh. Huh.
It has happened before.
It has happened before.
That was interesting.
Now to mission 3.
Now to mission 3.
Yeah. So mission 3, again, pretty much all the ring state missions are pretty straightforward, and they give you really easy paths to follow for collecting rings. So yeah, it's just really down to perfect laser timings here.
Now moving to Asteroid.
Now moving to Asteroid Coaster.
Oh boy, time to ride a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah, so SB's actually pretty much going to be skipping pretty much most of the coaster. And
Most of the coasters.
And SB's got right now playing around with the Wisp, the Void Wisp, which is exclusive to College DS, like the Burst Wisp.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting one, especially once you get to the boss. But yeah, it just gobbles up enemies as you.
Yeah, that laser timing is tight.
Yeah, that laser timing is tight.
Oh yeah,
135.
it's really
135.
crazy that is that skips quite a bit at the end there.
He's void a bit too early.
Yeah, starting out there, obviously skips yet another roller coaster. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to ride the roller coaster at some point, right?
Yeah, by the last one.
Yeah, I have to ride the last one. I'm gonna skip this one.
Yep. Though at the end here of the stage, SB's gonna have to ride it part way through, but there's unfortunately no way to at least skip the first half of it, because it's just hovering over basically a bottomless pit. But SB can cut out part of it once he gets to it.
There's a way to make that with one void.
There's a way to make that with one void. Well, I wasn't fast enough to do that.
Yep. This is the roller coaster we were talking about here.
Yeah, roller coaster.
Yeah, roller coaster we can't skip.
Yeah, basically SB's going to wait for a specific point where the skulls start attacking him. At least once the second one appears, it waits a second and then boosts and jumps off.
Now to the boss time. This is where things get interesting.
Yeah, don't you eat an entire ship? Like, that's weird to me.
Yep.
Here we're not going to get rings until we go void.
We're not going to get any rings until we go void.
I've just got some air boosts right.
But yeah, this is kind of a copy of the Starlight Carnival boss fight, but now we've got Void Wisp, and this SB just kind of runs into the ship, and yeah, Void Wisp just absolutely destroys this boss fight. It's absolutely silly that Sonic just absorbs the boss. I don't even know what to say about that. So this is another basically captured all the flags in the specific order. So he's just gonna be floating around with Void Wisp. I'm just trying to go to the specific points that the arrows are leading him to.
Now to mission 2, which is very short.
Yeah, this one is like, it's kind of silly how fast this one can go by. It's Void Wisp just literally pulls everything in, and for whatever reason they put all these enemies together. So yeah, SB is going to be going through yet another beat the clock situation. And it's just basically, again, it's just a carbon copy of Act 1.
Got it again.
Got it again.
Got it again.
Got it again.
Nice. As always, a really tough laser to time.
Terminal velocity.
Now
Which
to
is
terminal
overpowered
velocity,
with the infinite
which is
boost.
overpowered
Glad to
with
see
the
it.
infinite boost.
Oh,
Glad to
yeah.
see it.
Terminal velocity is a very interesting stage. It's the only one that's takes this top-down approach, which is just for me. When I played this game casually, it was really follow what was going on, but enough practice, it's really easy to follow the path of rings that it lays out for you.
Another hit again.
Yeah, I took another hit
The task manages to do that with while holding boost for the end. It is
and not taking damage, and it is possible
as
to
seen
do
as my any
Teslas.
percent.
As seen as my any percent
All level. All red rings.
and all red rings run.
Now here we're going to attack the boss. Boost into the boss specific areas. That we can
areas.
Get all the wisp. Then do a strong
final attack to finish him off.
Right now, I've got the rocket.
And right now, I just got the rocket wisp.
Yeah, it's also important that SB does not get hit at any point, or else the attacks will just last much longer.
That's the drill wisp. This one's simple to dodge. Jump carriers.
Jump at specific areas. I don't even have to move.
Then just boost into. Where it charges the laser and hits.
Him.
Boss is a real pushover.
Boss is a real pushover.
Hit's coming up.
Final hit is coming up.
Oh, not the final hit because there's a boss after this.
Final hit because there's a boss after this.
Yeah. Sonic Colors has the. You have like yet again another kind of extra stage you get from collecting all the Chaos Emeralds. This time it's another supersonic fight. It's quite an interesting one. It's kind of interesting that in console version of Colors, you don't get that same boss, even though you'd think that'd be a very important thing to include.
Now for the true final boss when you
collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds and defeat the Nega Wisp armor.
You want to boost those meters
into our hands.
Yep. once he gets
And you
enough
don't-
hits,
And you don't.
once he gets enough hits in,
Yeah.
he's gonna go into kind of a 3D kind of section.
kind of like a 3D minefield.
Kind of like a 3D minefield.
Yeah. Also wants to try and time a specific hit to the eye. I don't know if SB does this, but gonna be pause buffering. Get the correct timing. Yep.
That's one hit down. 2 more to
That's
go.
one hit down. 2 more to go.
Yep. And it's just basically gonna be a repeat.
Yep, got two very quick hits.
Yep, got two very quick hits.
Nice. Once that phase is over, go back straight into the minefield.
Yeah. What fun.
Yep.
It's almost kind of like the Time Eater boss in Sonic Generations 3DS. Go into one phase where it's kind of on a different playing field, and then you go into this kind of 3D space and basically avoid attacks. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, you definitely want to pause.
Yeah, you definitely want to pause back with their hits because
You
it
definitely
can
want to pause
move
back
your
with
target.
it because
Miss.
you can move your target, and if you miss, you lose like about 50 seconds to a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier with taking advantage of that. Unfortunately, missed the first asteroid.
Yes.
Got it.
Got it.
Alright, the time doesn't come up in
Right,
final hit. The time comes
doesn't
up
come
when
in final hit. The time comes up
hit.
when the final score screen appears.
It's like in any
Just like in any percent,
when the score screen
that's
disappears.
when the score screen disappears.
Yep. And
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
There we go.
it is.
yep. Yeah, despite the technical hiccups I've been having, it's still a really, really good, well executed run.
Yeah, and that's time.
Actually,
Yeah, and
Yep.
it's time.
yeah, guys, I really recommend you guys try and watch Speedbreaker's videos that he has on YouTube. It's some really crazy individual level speed runs that he's done like over the years. It's really crazy how much he has really brought down the times of all three of these games. The fact that he's actually done all three in a row like this